Alrighty, let's see here. I think we're live now. Hey everybody, welcome to G Stuff and welcome to the live stream that almost wasn't. Um, let's see, we've got Dave here on the live. How you doing, man? By the way, by the way, I have not forgotten about the giveaway prize. I have not forgotten about it. I was going to send this out a while ago, and then we hit to 3,000 subscribers, and I decided, you know what? We're going to send it all at the same time. Keep tracking things simpler and easier for me. That's weird. Okay, so I've got a little bit of a weird setup here. We're streaming on this laptop. I'm in my garage tonight, by the way. And I have my phone right here, so I can kind of watch the live, see how that's going. We'll see. And then I have my other laptop here, and this is what we're going to be drawing the names on everything. And I was just looking at my phone on the live, and I got an ad. I thought I'd turn the ads off for this, but YouTube sometimes likes to sneak things in there. So if you guys are getting ads, I apologize. All right, let's read some live chats. Dave Goodrich says, "Glad your power's back on." Me too. Of course, it had to happen tonight when I had this plan. Like a power outage, I couldn't care less, right? Power outages are nothing. I've got candles and flashlights, and I can sit down and read a book. But of course, that had to happen on the night where I had this whole thing planned. So just, of course. Todd Carr says, "Good evening, everyone." Good evening, Todd Carr. Glad to see you. Jeremy Nadro, thank you. Hello, Space Ghost. um, yeah, good, good. We're getting a few people in here. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, the storm today was kind of it's monsoon season here in the Chihuahuan Desert, right? But the rain, in fact, it just started raining again. The rain comes in, it doesn't just rain. It comes in these abrupt, violent bursts. And it's really, really weird. In fact, you might be able to hear it now. But literally just 10, 20, 30-second bursts of just violence. And so around 3 o'clock, I was getting everything set up for the live and stuff, and bam, it hit. And I heard stuff hitting my windows. And when I looked outside, it was twigs. They were just blowing in the wind, smacking into the windows. I showed the picture on the community post of that limb that blew down off of one of my trees. Pretty big limb. Pretty serious stuff. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to be cleaning up a whole lot of junk back there, but it shouldn't be too bad. They got the power restored pretty quickly. A power line was down actually just a couple blocks from me. I was outside looking at the damage. I'm gonna have to get up on the roof tomorrow and see what happened up there. But I saw that there was some linemen working at a power pole just a little ways over. So good on them. If we've got any linemen in the audience right now, thank you guys for your service. You guys are awesome. Uh, you keep our society running. Alan Springer, how's it going, man? Thank you, Turd Burglar. Love that name. Love that name. That's amazing. That's incredible. Okay, so the way this is going to work tonight is obviously for the giveaway video or the entry video. Um, I had you guys ask me questions. We're going to answer those through the live stream. We'll talk about some random stuff. The first thing we're actually going to be giving away, and we'll do that here in a little bit. Where is it? There it is the members exclusive knife, the real or the Remet wild species. We'll be doing that in just a couple of minutes. For those of you that have not entered yet, it is linked in the entry video is linked in the description of this live, as well as a bunch of channels I think you guys should check out, including two of my channel members, Bluminati Ninja and Sharpened Blade. Check them out. They're awesome. Todd Carr says his brother was a linesman. Awesome. Good deal. Good deal. They do a lot of great work, and they go underappreciated. Oh man, what a day! But I knew if the power came back on, I was gonna have to try and make this live happen because once I say I'm gonna do something, I like to commit to it, right? I like to make sure that I follow through. So we're following through. All right, you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and do the members giveaway. I guess before we do that, we'll go and see if we got any new members in the last 5 minutes. Thank you, James Ruth. We'll let this load and check on it. And see, that was another thing was I still had like a Bluminati. I said your name. By the way, in case you missed it, I have your channel linked in the description of this live. Everyone, check out Bluminati Ninja. Cool, cool stuff over there. Okay, let's go over here. Yeah, that was the other thing. Like I still had like internet. I still had like Wi-Fi on my phone and stuff. And so I thought about like trying to do the live hotspotting off my phone, but I knew that would just turn into a mess. So it's good to have the house Wi-Fi back. Um, yeah, being a lineman is a dangerous job, especially if you're out working on lines in the middle of a storm like these guys were earlier today. So yeah, much appreciation. Yeah, you're welcome, Ninja. You're welcome. All right. What was I going to do? I was going to check and see if we got any new members since I started the live because otherwise I'm gonna have to redo the um, entry wheel. And that's one of the reasons why I want to do the membership thing first because I had to make a custom name wheel. Okay. It doesn't look like. Hurry up and load, you damn thing. Yeah, looks like we're good. Unless anyone wants to become a member, right? Oh, thank you, Bluminati. Thank you. Okay. All right. Because of Ninja, I've got to fix the members giveaway wheel. No, I appreciate it. That's awesome. Welcome to the new members. Glad to have you guys here. It's awesome. Um, let's see if those show up. Not showing up here yet, but I can get the names off of. Did I bring a piece of paper out here with me? I should have. Did I not? If I didn't, that's stupid of me. Bring a rest paper right here. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Yeah, you can tell this was kind of a rush job. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. Who do we get? Jeremy. Awesome. Marco. Awesome. Me with knives. Cool. CRISPR. Interesting. Some genetic modification going on over there. Interesting. Cliff G. Yeah, Bloom and I did throw a curveball, but you know what? It's a cool curveball. So there we go. I think those are the 5 new ones. Let's go ahead and add them. Let me show you guys what I'm rocking with here. So there's this little website. Oh my gosh, that is not going to show up at all. There's this little website called wheelofnames.com. And so I go on here and I put in all of the channel members. This is how we do the members giveaways. And then for the rest of you guys, it's the comments. Spit on that thing. You're damn right, brother. Jeremy. Marco. CRISPR. Not sure how I feel about giving CRISPR knives. Me with knives. Awesome. And Cliff G. Okay. All right. Oh, and I like the dinosaur with the spit on that thing. Nice. Nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this member giveaway for the Ramet wild species. So here we go. We got all of our channel member names on there. Let's go ahead and spin it. I need a pretty girl here wearing some kind of dress to do my wheel spinning. Let's see. Me with knives. Okay, new member 1. Awesome. Alrighty. So, me with knives. To claim this prize, email me. It's gideonstuff711@gmail.com, all lowercase. I actually put my email in the thumbnail of this video so you guys can look at that. But I will remember that you won the wild species. Awesome. Awesome. Good deal. Okay, let's catch up on this. How do you approve to accept memberships? Oh, so it's a when you're like watching a YouTube video, you'll see there's like the red subscribe button, there's the blue join button. That's the members button. Yeah, congratulations to me with knives. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, there we go. First giveaway done. Remet wild species. Very cool knife. Very cool knife. All right. Well, things are going a little bit smoother than they normally do. I mean, you guys know how things run on this channel, but I think we're trucking along. Absolutely trucking along. So, some things coming up on the channel. I have for the past couple of days been working on carrying traditional knives. So we're going to be coming, I think, actually next Saturday. The discussion video is going to be I EDC'd slip joints for 2 weeks. So if you like traditional knife content, that's going to be a video for you. Also have a review of this coming up, as well as a case Stockman. So we're trying to get some more traditional stuff. It gets requested a lot on the channel, and I do love traditional knives, so I am more than happy to feed that frenzy. All right, let's see here. Giving away any Gerbers? No, no, no. We're not giving away Gerbers. I love you guys. Why would I give you Gerbers? That would be really mean of me. That'd be horrible. Horrible. There's a few Gerbers I like. One Gerber actually that I've been kind of sort of interested in, you could say, is the new Camp Strong Arm. I saw that they released that and I thought, huh, cool. But then like I watched Gideon's Tactical, his video on it, and he's talking about how it doesn't have a crisp spine, and that's a real shame. That drives me nuts. I recently finished my review of the Gerber, or not Gerber, the Cold Steel Fin Hawk that was sent into the channel by Old Tonto guy. And great knife, great knife. My biggest complaint with it is that it didn't have a crisp spine. It's like a bushcraft knife. You can't throw sparks with it. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, Todd Carr's answering a question about the members. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure how it works on yeah, if you're watching on like a other device thing. Okay, should we start digging into some of these questions? I think we should because I tend to be rambly and we don't want to be here forever, right? You guys all have lives. So we're going to try to not be here forever. And this is going to give people who are coming in time to go and enter. 15 people on this live. Awesome. Oh, okay, cool. We got some new people already. Nice. Nice. Okay, I will respond to these little comments later. By the way, whenever I do the, ask me a question type thing, you guys ask these questions, I'm like, it's really good. I want to answer it in the comment. I'm like, no, save it for the live stream. Save it for the live stream. So I just leave the most generic little, thanks for watching and commenting. Except not so anime waifu-ish. Alrighty. Our first question is from West B123. I see him in here. Congratulations on a 3K milestone. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Question. Should I use my new ZT for hiking and arrowhead hunting or take care of it? Thanks. You guys know what my answer is going to be. Use it for hiking and arrowhead hunting. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds like a lot of fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. That's the kind of shit I like to get up to. Yeah, take your knives outside use them on your adventures. There's nothing like an adventure knife. It hits different. You're gonna look back on it one day and be like, oh yeah, I remember all the good times we had with that knife. That was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm always a big proponent of using your shit. Bu- 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 The strong arm camp seems interesting, but I think the blade is just a bit too short to really fulfill the role of a camp knife. That is another thing too. Yeah. Um, it is short. Jeremy Nedro, how do you enter? You go to in the description of this live, there's a link to my entry video. Go over there, leave a comment asking me a question, and I will be reading them on the live, and then I'll be using a random comment generator to choose the winners. We do have three prize packages that are going away tonight. So, and we've only given away the members exclusive prize. So everyone else, we still got three to go. But yeah, I agree. The strong arm camp is a little bit short. I think it's an under 4 inch blade, right? Which is ridiculously short. I wish they had kept it the same size as a strong arm. But yeah, I Alan, I did see that the Dutch Bushcraft Boys. I did see they had a video on. I didn't watch it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a try. Um, the best I found so far was a Cold Steel SRK and 3V on Midway USA. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, was it the one with the orange handle? I see that deal on Midway all the time, and I am always so tempted to just smash, just buy it. I just want to buy it. But as a reviewer, as a YouTuber, I gotta try out different knives. I can't keep buying the same knives. Which, by the way, I recently bought two knives. These are the first knives I have bought in months, and they're not really new knives. They're both pyrites. One of them is the Bowie pyrite, and the other is the pyrite light. So, I mean, they're technically new, but kind of not really. And so, yeah, I mean, maybe I should just go ahead and buy that 3D SRK because obviously I don't care about diversification in my knife purchases. So we'll see. Flicking the boss seat in Kylo just got it special. Yeah, okay. So I filmed a video today that is kind of a new. I was trying out some new things for the channel. I actually filmed it right here. You guys will be seeing it in 2 weeks. But anyways, one of the things I was talking about in that video is that someone at Vosteed absolutely loves armored dinosaurs. The Ankylo, when they first announced it, I was like, okay, that's gotta be named after Ankylosaurus, right? Ankylo is Latin for bent, which doesn't make sense. When I was like, yeah, they must have got that from Ankylosaurus. And then I saw that Vosteed had the Talururus. Talururus is another ankylosaur dinosaur. It's another armored dinosaur. And so, yeah, someone over there at Vosteed loves ankylosaur dinosaurs, and I'm all about it. I'm all about it. Of course, Ankylosaurus is from North America. It's one of the classic Hell Creek dinosaurs. Talururus is from Mongolia, I believe. And yeah, I remember seeing. I saw some knife reviewers unboxing the Talururus, and they're like, "How the heck do you say this name? What the heck is this?" And I'm like, "It's a gosh damn dinosaur. I know that." It made me excited. I kind of want to get Talururus on the channel just so I can talk about ankylosaur anatomy and bore you guys to tears. Um, the Kaiser Titanium Sparrow and Budget Tenable Finner. Okay. Um, yeah. Wait, does Tenable have a Finner? I hadn't seen that yet, but the Fenrir, that's a nice concept. I really like concept. I really like concept. Need to review more of them. Their tenable line, I've seen they have the Prometheus and the Nest Street. Both of those look really cool. I want to get them on the channel eventually. Those are my first two pyrites. Awesome, Ginger Fisher. The Bowie pyrite. I've said this a couple of times. In one video I made about the pyrite, I said specifically, I hope CJRB uses the pyrite as a chassis for experimenting with all kinds of cool blade shapes. And I want them to do a buoy with a fuller. I remember saying that plain as day. It's on one of my videos. I need to go back and find which one it is, but it warms my heart to see that they did actually make that happen. Not that I inspired it or anything, but great minds think alike, right? Ba, 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 ba. Drops in November, aluminum frag pattern on my Cardiff. Ooh, that sounds incredible. That might be the first tenable I get. Thank you for letting me know about that. Waiting on bidder selection on Symbol line. Yeah, I mean they just launched two knives. I think they chose some really good ones. But it's nice to see things like a budget brand launch without like just flooding the market with all kinds of stuff, as sometimes happens. Just relaxing after a day of shopping with the wife. Yeah. Doing Saturday streams, I wasn't sure how this would go over because, people like to do things on Saturdays, but good to see that I saw 17 people in here a minute ago, so it's pretty cool. Okay. Did I get the rose gold? I did not get the rose gold. I was tempted because pyrite, fool's gold, right? The whole geology aspect of it. I have one of my pyrite. Actually, I think I have, yeah, I've got two of my pyrites here. This one is a Knife Center exclusive with the titanium and the black micarta. I actually got this one from Old Tonto Guy. He's probably going to show up here later. And then I have my White Mountain Knives exclusive um, Warney pyrite. My first drop point pyrite was an exclusive that Artisan did that had gold brushed steel scales, and I had to get that one because of the pyrite, gold connection. So yeah, that really tickles my jimmies. So I should have got the rose gold, but I did not. I actually went with one of the bolstered ones. I think I went with the ebony wood. Um, just to see. I kind of like the idea of having a wooden scaled one. I love the look of bolsters, and with the Bowie knife, I kind of wanted that kind of old school Western type vibe. So there we go. Okay, let's answer some more of these. We went through one question, guys. I'm telling you, I ramble. All right, Todd Carr, who's in here right now. Let's see what he says. Congrats on 3K. My question is, what are your main picks for a do everything outdoors knife at the budget, mid tier, and high end price points? Thanks for the opportunity and keep making sharp things fun and enjoyable. Thank you. I will try to keep making sharp things fun and enjoyable. And honestly, I don't have a whole lot of high end outdoor knife reviews or experience. That SRK we were talking about earlier, I've got my SRK right here actually. As you can see, yeah, this knife gets the tar beat out of it. I love this knife. This is my second SRK. My first one got stolen. If I ever find the man who did it, I'm going to use his guts for garters. But yeah, the SRK, that's my go-to for anyone asking, hey, I want an outdoors knife. What should I get? SRK. This is not really, this is kind of a bushcraft knife, survival knife, tactical knife, all wrapped into one. And I think it does fantastic at all those things. The SRK is just an amazing knife. I love the SRK so much. I've got so many videos about the SRK, and yeah, they're awesome. I just love SRKs. One of the best knives ever made, in my opinion. Alrighty. I Need Knives commented saying, congrats on 3,000 subs. Question, do you remember your first knife? I do. I do remember my first knife. It was a little blue Victorinox Cadet knockoff that my dad got at like a auto repair shop. He gave it to me when I was like 7 or so, and that was a knife that I learned how to do knife things on. So, yes, I do remember my first knife. All right, Chadwick 283 says, congrats on 3K, Gideon. Thank you, man. Question, what is your most sentimental knife in your collection? Oh, I should have brought it out here. Ooh, that is a tough question. I want to make a video on this. I made a video like this several years ago. Most sentimental knife in my collection is probably this Elk Ridge Bowie knife I own. That it's not, real high quality, but it was like I remember seeing it in stores when I was a teenager and being like, "Oh, that's so cool." And then my dad got it for me for Christmas, and I just absolutely love that knife. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. This knife is also very sentimental. This was given to me when I graduated high school by my great aunt and two of her sons, and she passed away just shortly after giving me this. But she was a badass, just crazy cow woman, pioneer spirit. And so yeah, I tell the full story about this knife in the upcoming video about those. So I'm not going to regale you guys with that story right now. All right. Mia underscore you underscore you. Wow. A female entered into the knife giveaway. Awesome. Awesome. We need more representation in this community. Congratulations on the 3K milestone. Thank you. Question: what is your top 5 favorite knife companies? Great question. Cold Steel is gotta be up there. Love Cold Steel. CJRB slash Artisan. Mm, honestly, no, no, no. Camillus. Camillus is up there. I think Camillus is awesome. If you guys know this channel, we do a lot of stuff with Camillus. They're weird knives, they're cheap knives, but they're really cool. I have such a soft spot for them. I love Camillus. Best Tech. I really love Best Tech. My most expensive knife is a Best Tech. It's the Bowie tie. And 5, probably Wii slash Civivi. I've got kind of a love-hate relationship with him though, but Kershaw might be up there. I do enjoy Kershaw quite a bit, but yeah, good question. I should have written down answers for some of these. Congratulations, my friend. This is from Private Enemy. Question: which knife from your collection do you carry the most? It's a tough question to answer right now. Because I'm a reviewer, I carry like way more knives than I want to. So, um, yeah, but like, what are some knives that I carry like when I just want to carry something for me? CJRB Feldspar. I carry this one a lot. I've got different versions of this knife. I carry those quite a bit. Um, I carry a lot of my cold steels, the pyrite. Oh yeah, knives like that. Okay, should we give some stuff away, guys? You want to give some stuff away? We're here closing in on 30 minutes. Let's go ahead and give something away. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this. Oh, except I'm going to forget what comments we already read. That's okay. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's catch up on some comments here. Yeah, I agree with Ninja. You guys smash that like button. SRK is a legend. So cheap yet so good. Yeah, SRK is a legend. I absolutely love the SRK. The sheath for it sucks though, so I got a different sheath. I actually don't mind the sheath. I think it's fine for what the knife is. I've never had complaints with the sheath. This is my favorite sheath ever. I do wish it was a little more modular, but I don't have too many complaints with it. Okay, so here we go. If you guys haven't entered yet, here's the video. Gosh, dang, that screen is too bright. Let's turn that down. There's a video. Going to copy this link and go over to our comment picker. It's the one that everybody uses, Metal Complex and everything like that. Da, 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 da. Wait for that to load up. Just got my SRK, so I haven't had time to put through any serious use yet. Definitely looking forward to it though. Yeah, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it. One of like my most viewed video, long form video on YouTube, is a video about the SRK. And actually, someone today commented on that video, and they're talking about the overmolded handle, and theirs was oh, I see. I can like skip these ads. Yeah, I don't want to play ads for you guys. Um, they're complaining about the overmolded handle coming a little bit loose, which happened with one of my older ones. That's what happens when you like baton stuff with it. Drip some epoxy down there, and you're going to be good for a long, long time. I think people sleep on the SRKC. Yeah, that is one of my favorite blades. By the way, welcome Chase. Good to see you. My SRK handle actually loosened after a bit of chopping. The compact hasn't let me down yet. Congrats, waiting for the 5K giveaway. Yeah, there we go. So we're talking about the loosening. Yeah, the SRKC. I have not owned one or tested one. I've held one, and I've actually recommended the SRKC C to a lot of people. A lot of my geologist colleagues come to me asking like, "Hey, you know, I want a knife. Can you give me one?" And or recommend one. And I recommend the SRKC sometimes more than the SRK just because I think the smaller size is a little bit more manageable for some people, a little more I don't know, safe or not safe, but a little more friendly towards new people. Okay, so we have the link posted in there. We are going to filter duplicate users. We are not going to filter by anything else. Number winners one. Blah 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 blah. Yep. All right. Let's go ahead and start this thing. Cross your fingers, clench your butt cheeks, pray to your gods, see what we come up with. This is like so janky. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not high tech. I'm not high tech. Did I hit the button right? Oh, start. Wait, why is it not letting me? Oh, it's because I didn't get the comments yet. Whoops the daisies. Get YouTube comment. That would probably help. That would probably help. Yes. Oh, I have to solve. Oh, I've got to solve a math problem. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Well, let me do that. Okay. Awesome. We have 51 unique comments. Okay. Let's pick a winner. Not sure if you guys can see that, but it's going through there. Did we get one? We got one. Okay. Let me read this. This is from Broadway Star. Man, that is difficult to see. I will show it in a second. Broadway Star says, "Many congratulations on 3,000 subscribers." Thank you. What is a deal breaker on a knife, in your opinion? Of course. Um, Honestly, the biggest deal breaker for a knife, in my opinion, is that it doesn't knife. Um, if a knife like just sucks as a knife, not my favorite thing. Uh, my next review is of the Gerber Mini Sada. That knife does not knife. That's going to be coming out on Friday. Members at the cowboy level already have access to that video. In the review cutting, it's pretty tragic. It's pretty tragic. Okay, anyways, Broadway Star. This is so dumb. You know who you are. Send me an email, gideonstuff711@gmail.com, and I will make you prove that you are who you say you are, and then I will get a knife. Oh, we didn't even show what we were drawing for that time. Man, guys, I don't do enough giveaways. So, what did Broadway Star win? The CRKT Directive, and the only fixed blade in the bunch, the Condor Bush Glider. So there you go. Congratulations, Broadway Star. Send me an email at the email I gave. It's also in the thumbnail for this video if you need to write it down. So there you go. And yeah, I'll make you prove that you are who you say you are. And there we go. Awesome. 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 Okay. Let's get back to these comments and see what we got. Let's see here. Yes, congratulations to Broadway. Chase Wells says, if I win anything, I'm shaving my eyebrows. Well, screw it. We're gonna have to rig this little test here thing. If you do win something and you do shave your eyebrows, you're going to have to send me pictures of that, and I'm going to put it on my community page. All right. We have a comment here from I'm one. I'm probably not saying that name correctly at all. Whoops. Congratulations on 3K. Do you like tacos or pizza better? Ooh, this is a charged question. I'm a Mexican. You'd think I'd say tacos. I like pizza. I like pizza more. And now I can't leave my house because my neighbors will kill me. But I like pizza more. Tacos are amazing. Don't get me wrong. In fact, there's a little place here in town, Las Trancas, and me and a buddy, every Thursday night, they'd have a special $1 taco plate. Why do they do it on Thursdays and not Taco Tuesday? I don't know. Kind of maybe want to fight them, but this is the way they did it. And yeah, every Thursday night we go over there, we grab some tacos, and yeah, have a good time. Alrighty, Paul Casper asks. Oh, I've seen him in here a couple times. Congrats on your 3K. Thank you. What is the one knife you want but know you will never own? That's a great question because there are a lot of knives that I want that I know I'll never own. Um, if I could choose just one, a Joker edition custom Cold Steel 80, or not Cold Steel, but Dimco 8015. Those are pretty cool. Those are pretty cool. I like those a lot. Alrighty. Jeremy Nadro. Hey, you found the entry video. Awesome, dude. What knife made you make your YouTube channel? Congratulations on 3K. Love the channel. Oh, thank you, man. Love having you here. What knife made me make my YouTube channel? I'm not sure it was a specific knife. I made my YouTube channel because I was bored during the pandemic. So that was kind of the inspiration. But I did buy a knife because I was starting a channel, and that was the Syncut Scepter. I bought that knife specifically because I wanted to be one of the first channels to review it, and that was my very first video. Was my review of the Syncut Scepter. So Syncut Scepter probably is the best answer to that question. All right. Okay, we answered this one. Silva Claimer asks, "Awesome. What knife do you hate most?" Oh, I love it. I love negative questions. What knife do I hate most? Probably, probably going to, and it's going to be the Gerber Asada. The Gerber Asada, that is a knife that I hate the most. I absolutely hate the Gerber Asada. It is the most repulsive, repugnant, vomitous, despicable piece of metal ever forged. It's absolutely atrocious. I hate everything about it. Okay, not everything about it. I bought one because I thought the design was cool, but access to the lock bar is trash. Build quality is trash. 7CR steel is trash. The action was trash. The pocket clip was trash. I remember using that knife, and just the lightest bit of pressure on the handle would like leave marks. The ergonomics were absolutely ridiculous. I hate that knife so much. Blah, blah. No, 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 no. That knife is so bad. I hate it more than there was a knife, like machete, really, that I had access to when I was a teenager, and I almost chopped one of my toes off with that thing. I gave myself a really bad cut. Me and that machete, we're cool. We're cool. No hard feelings. Me and the Gerber Asada, we got beef. Hate that thing. Hate that thing. I've considered making a video where I take it out in the mountains and shoot it with a shotgun, blow it up. Solid cash card is a close second. I hate the solid cash card too. That is awful. So there we go. Okay. This is the kind of question wars are started over. Yeah, yeah. But I feel like the answer I gave Gerber Asada. I feel like if every one of you had a Gerber Asada in your hand right now, you'd be like, yeah, I I need to destroy this knife. I need to cast it into the fires of Mount Doom, or I'll be forced to kill myself. It's atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious. I hate it so much. So much. Yeah. Just thinking about it makes me angry. I'm filled with rage. Um Okay, let's get to some of these other questions. Oh, DK8940. Congratulations on 3,000 subscribers. Thank you. Question: how many knives do you have? So, when this question was first asked 14 hours ago, I decided to go and count my knives. Now, I have a box of knives in storage at my parents' place that we're not going to count because those are all knives from like my childhood, and a lot of them are like Mullen Ninja knives. Right now, here in this house with me right now, I have 68 knives. And I know actually that there is another box of knives somewhere that I'm not counting yet. So, too many. Too many. It's for sure. Oh, Floor Toast is here. Hey, Floor Toast. Awesome to see you. Dave Goodrich says, I prefer a flipper over thumb studs. My thumbs aren't what they once were. You know, I like flippers. I do like my thumb studs. I love my thumb studs, but a good flipper knife, um, I always appreciate. Always appreciate. My least favorite deployment method is front flippers. They've got to be really nice for me to like them. But yeah, a good flipper tab, very, 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 very good. I can't stab thumb studs. I refuse to carry them. Stop pens I understand, but are not archaic thumb studs. It's really not 1989 anymore. They can move on. You know what? There's one opinion for you guys. Um, hey Chase, have a good one. Hope you win something. I want to see you shave your eyebrows. Ooh, we got a thumb stud talk going on here. I like it. I prefer thumb holes to studs. At least when the holes are done well, I prefer holes to studs too. They're just easier to get a hold on and usually less painful than studs. I would rather finger holes and have studs mess me up. Someone got commented he had 600 plus in a Savivi chat. I felt better after that. Oh man, 600 plus. Oh man, those are numbers. Holy cow. Wow. That's because you're a decent human being about the preferring the thumb holes. Okay. Studs get in the cutting path, go with holes. You know, I've heard that argument before. I think it's easy to get studs that aren't in the way of the blade. Like things like the cold steel 8015. If this was a blade hole, I don't think I'd enjoy it as much. And if it was a flipper, I don't think it'd work as good. But like sometimes a thumb stud, when you're wearing gloves, when you're busy, when you're not thinking about it, sometimes thumb studs are just the easiest thing to use. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Well, and blade holes are easy to use with gloves too. Sometimes, like especially if there's like the Spyderco hole. But if it's like a long narrow hole, can't do it with gloves. I think it doesn't work that great. I hate flippers. Give me holes in the blade. Hey, old Tonto guy's here. I told you guys you'd be here. Told you guys you'd be here. By the way, I was waiting to say this until old Tonto guy got here. We owe old Tonto guy a huge round of applause. He donated 3 of the 7 knives that we're giving away today. So give a round of applause to old Tonto guy. He is a freaking G, and he helps out the channel a whole lot. So thank you, old Tonto guy. All right. Radio Geek Blades. Love that name. He comments on some of my stuff. I think that's just a fantastic name. Oh wait. We have a question before that from EDC Pioneer. Great name. Congrats on reaching a 3K milestone. Thank you, man. What is your favorite knife company? Probably Cold Steel. Probably Cold Steel. They are the ones that consistently give me exactly what I was hoping they would. Congratulations on 3,000 subscribers, Gideon. Question: what knife do you find most useful? This is Radio Geek Blades. What knife do you find most useful for EDC tasks? Is there a knife you would like to have if money was no concern? 2 questions in one. Awesome. What knife do I find most useful for EDC tasks? maybe he's asking like what, like a blade shape. I like drop points for day-to-day use. I find them to be the most versatile. Recently, like the knives that I go to the most, like especially right now, I'm not working on the ranch anymore. I'm not cowboying in the woods. I'm not doing a whole lot of heavy duty stuff. Working in the museum and stuff. I honestly like if I'm not carrying something for review, the knives that I'm going to pretty much every single day are my feldspar or my pyrites. Some version of those. Those are like my go-to. Just nice, simple, no questions asked. They'll get it done. EDC knives. Is there a knife you'd like to have if money was no concern? Oh yeah, lots, many, many knives. Yeah, if money was no concern, yeah, I would buy a custom Demco for sure. And yeah, there's a lot of things. Yeah, there's a lot of knives that if money was no concern. Although if money was no concern, I might start having a problem like that 600 knife collection dude from earlier. There's a what knife do you hate the most comment again. Let's look at these. Spyderco didn't become the GOAT by selling thumb studs. You're right. You're right. They didn't. The Spidey hole is fantastic. I love the Spidey hole. With gloves, the Spidey hole is the best hole. But holes like on this Tuya Cebu, they're kind of like long and narrow like this with gloves, not my kind of thing. I don't find them the best. Thumb, hole, and flipper or any combo is fine for me. Mind when you are wearing gloves, studs or flipper work better. Yeah, glove studs or flippers do work best with gloves. I've noticed that. I love Cold Steel too. Hey, B for Baron, awesome, awesome. You're here. By the way, the members that are joining now, we did do the member drawing. Blue Minotti threw me a curveball, and he gifted a bunch of memberships before we did that. So we had a bunch of new names thrown in the pot, but we got that done. So I'll be making an announcement about that on the membership page. We'll announce it. Oh, Illuminati! I need to get the Mayhem. That thing looks just incredible. It's so stupid, and I love it. Everything about that knife. It's like the Espada and the Spartan decide to have some kind of horribly deranged orgy, and the product was the Mayhem. And I love it. Okay. Did Me with Knives come back? Yeah, Me with Knives. You're the one that actually won the this thing that we were talking about. The Ramet wild species. Email me. Shoot me an email. Gideon stuff, 711@gmail.com. It's in the thumbnail of this video if you want to look at it better. But yeah, shoot me an email. Congratulations, bud. All right. Let's should we answer some more questions or should we, you know what? Let's give something away. Let's give something away. I think it's time to give something away. The next prize pack that we're giving away, this one is really cool. Rake P865. Man, I got so good at memorizing the name of this thing. This is some awesome little knife. It's like the Cold Steel Frenzy's younger brother. Very, very wicked Warncliffe. This was actually in today's list video, if you guys saw that. And this one was donated by Old Thompson guy, so thank you to him. And the Kubi Raven, designed by Jelly Jerry. This is a knife that I've had for a long, long time. In fact, my current thumbnail style for my reviews, this was the first review that I tested those thumbnail designs with. So very, very cool knife. Aus-10 blade, G10 scales, titanium pocket clip, stupid good action. This one is 14C with G10 steel liner lock. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh everything. All right. Let that load up. This computer is so slow. Kind of like Metal Complex's iPad, I guess. Sheep's claw blade. You know what? That's a good question. Too bad Chase left the chat. Him and I had a little bit of a talk today about sheep's foot versus Warncliffs. As far as I can tell, and this is what I go by. Let's start another fight in the live chat. As far as I can tell, the pokier the tip, the more Warncliffe. If you look back at like traditional Warncliffe blades, if you look back through like, traditional designs back hundreds and hundreds of years, the sharper the tip, Warncliffe. If it's got a more rounded nose, sheep's foot. That's what I go with. Okay. Let us reload this. We're just going to put the link back in again. Hopefully get anyone that has entered since the last drawing. Keep everything the same. Get YouTube. Oh, I gotta answer another math problem. 4 plus 5 equals 9. I hate captchas. I mean, I know a robot. Why can't my FBI agent staring at me through my webcam just tell these websites that I'm a person? Okay. Here we go. Dirty Dan the Mustached Man. I remember his comment. I saw his name. It's like that's a really, really awesome name. I love it. Glad you won, my dude. Dirty Dan the Mustache Man. He says, congrats. Oh, and I remember this question too. Have you checked out Benchmade's Autocrat? No, sir, I have not. I do not have Benchmade money. What do you take me for? An aristocrat? No, I have not reviewed very many Benchmates because, Benchmates, guys, am I right? It's kind of becoming, I mean, gosh, one of those jokes that's getting sad with just how bad Benchmade's pricing is. It's deplorable. Okay, Dirty Dan the Mustache Man, if you're in here, congratulations. You won 2 really cool knives. Send me an email, Gideon Stuff, all one word, all lowercase, 2 S's, 711@gmail.com. It is also in the thumbnail of the video if you want to look at it better. I think that's a good way to do it. Put my email in the thumbnail. Send me an email. I will make you prove that you are who you say you are, and then I will get those knives sent out to you. All right. This thing's loading up again. So let's see. Let's keep up this. Warncliffe is just a sheep's foot you can stab with. Yep. Yep. The Warncliffe is the sheep's foot edgier cousin. Congrats, Dirty Dan. Yeah, congrats, Dirty Dan. Congrats. Alan Springer says, I barely have Spyderco money. That's good enough for me. I'd rather spend Spyderco money than Benchmade money. Speaking of Spyderco, though, what are your guys' thoughts on the new Bodacious? It's just a shaman, right? It's just a shaman. They're priced almost identically too. Like, what's the thing going on here? What's the difference? I really don't know. I don't get the Bodacious. Do not get it at all. Okay, let's get these comments back. Benchmade sure is proud of all 1,167 of their thumb stud knife models. Going back to the thumb studs. Yeah, they are. They really are. They're proud of them. No, I want to look at the comments. Thank you. Anytime now. Gracias. No, we want to look at all of them. Thank you, YouTube. Okay. Let's find these. Where do we leave off? Answered that one. Answered that one. Tacos or pizza. We answered that one. Oh, knives you hate the most? Yeah. Yeah, we answered that one. Oh wow, a couple people asked how many knives I own. Refer to the first time I answered that question. Okay, here's where we left off. All right, let's pick up and see if the Bodacious seems like a shaman for people who don't want to choke up. Although, aren't they like the same? Oh yeah, that's right. The Bodacious doesn't have the choil. Oh, that's the difference. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. You know what? You're right. You're right. I didn't even think of that. Overpriced for what it is should be a bit cheaper considering. Yeah, I don't get it personally, but more power to whoever likes it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, Sean without finger choil. Sean with some of them 800 market scales is on my gray list. Talk to Metal Complex. He's kind of an expert in building those at this point. All right. It's crazy how every Benchmade lover, when you ask them to see their Benchmade collection, the only thing original is the blade. That's not even wrong. It's not even wrong. Oh man. Okay, all right, let's answer some questions. Big congratulations on hitting the 3K milestone. Thank you. Keep up the great content. Thank you again. You flatter me. My head's expanding. Question: what do you prefer, fixed blade knives or folding knives? Prefer it depends. It depends. I own more folders. I really enjoy folding knives. Really enjoy folding knives. I think there's a lot of I think there's a little more wiggle room for artistic expression with folding knives compared to fixed blades while still maintaining usability. Like with a fixed blade, you can make the craziest, most mall ninja. It's got all kinds of spikes and holes and everything, but it's not really practical. With folding knives, I think you've got a lot more wiggle room to make something very unique and very artsy, but have it still be functional. But fixed blades, I mean, I'm a big outdoors person. Fixed blades are a must. I do like EDC fixed blades. I carry them a lot. But which do I prefer? Like if I had to choose, like I can only use fixed blades or only use folding knives for the rest of my life, I'd probably pick fixed blades. But if it's like, what do you prefer collecting? I probably prefer collecting folding knives over fixed blades because, like again, the SRK, this kind of does everything I want a fixed blade to do. So like I have this, I'm pretty much set. I don't really need to collect a whole more. I've got more, but like they're yeah, as far as collecting goes. Here's one that doesn't have a question. Diane says, congratulations to your reaching the 3,000 subscriber marks. Thank you, Diane. If you're in here, you should have watched the video. You needed to leave a question. Okay. Whoa, are we almost? Oh, no, we're not to the end. Yeah, that's what I Dave Goodridge says, congratulations on 3K. You've earned it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And by the way, Dave was one of the original channel members. He's been on the channel for a while. Great guy. Question: what's your favorite slip joint? If you like slip joints. I do like slip joints. I do. Um, my favorite slip joint that I own is probably my Case Stockman with the Patriotic Kieranite scales. Love that knife. But one of my favorite slip joints to like use and carry, and the one that I carry the most is the Real Steel Solus Light. Absolutely love that knife. It's wonderful, wonderful. You can find them on Blade HQ for less than $30. I tell people that as often as I can. They are so good. Go get yourself some. All right, let's see the chat. Now the smart ones have their Benchmade blades replaced by transparent. That's something I want. I want a transparent knives reblade. I think that'd be awesome. A transparent knives rebladed 80-20.5. What do you think about the titanium tenacious with 8 CR? So in the video I filmed today, that again you guys will be seeing in 2 weeks, the video was me going through the Blade HQ new arrivals and coming soon page, and we saw that tenacious. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. No, no, Spyderco, stop, stop. No, no ads for anybody. Skip ads. It's nice. They like YouTube shows this whole thing like we're about to play ads for people. I can just shut that shit down. Um, yeah, that's ridiculous. But what's funny is one of the versions is sold out on Blade HQ. They're all gone. And what that leads me to believe is that people are like buying that knife to swap the blade with a tenacious they already have that might be in a better steel. There might be some, cross compatibility with some of these blades. You might be able to swap them around and stuff. I don't know, but I would guess that's what some people are doing. But Absolutely ridiculous. When I first saw those, I actually got excited because I like the blue titanium and I love the Tenacious as a model. I think the Tenacious is fantastic. But then I saw that they was still the 8CR, and I was like, ew, brother, ew. Just no. No. No, no, no. Todd Carr says everyone should have a couple of Mora knives hanging around. I agree. My Mora knives do not hang around for long. I've had several, and I end up giving them away to people every single time. Not like giveaways like this, but like people in my everyday life. It's like, hey, you need a knife. Here's a Mora. And then I have to go and get myself a new Mora. And a few months later, it's like, wow, your knife sucks, Fred. Have a Mora. I am currently Moralist right now, so I need to fix that. I really need to fix that. But yeah, I give Mora companions out to everybody. Everybody. Spider-Man HCR is like Benjamin's 154. Ooh, spicy. Every toolbox in every vehicle when you need to cut something, they'll mess. Yeah, honestly, Moras, great knives for throwing into your junk drawer, toolbox, truck. Yeah, I agree. 100%. 100%. You might be able to do a blade swap with the Polestar too, though. Interesting. Like put a Polestar blade in the Tenacious scales. I hadn't thought of that. Huh. Interesting. I choose the Bird Raven 2 over the Tenacious. I mean, yeah, the price that Spyderco wants the Tenacious are absolutely ridiculous. It's an amazing design. I love it so much, but I can't recommend it because it just. The other day, I was in a outdoor goods store and I saw a Tenacious for like $65. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No way. All right, G-Man. I'm not sure if he's in here, but G-Man's a frequent commenter. Congrats on surpassing 3,000 subscribers, Gideon. You deserve it, buddy. Oh, thank you, man. Okay, all right. This is not a knife question, but this is a good question. Do you have a current accolade or award goal you're shooting for as a geologist right now? And what is your long-term dream award, whether it's a species, event, theory, etc.? Me, no, geo. So sorry for a net missing question. No, that's a great question. Um, Honestly, I don't really chase accolades or awards. I'm not really interested in that. But like naming a species, something like that, that is something that I would absolutely love to do. That is, yeah, I would. I'm trying to go into paleontology. I would love to name a new species. I think that would be fantastic. And you're damn right, I'd name it after myself. Um, but yeah, that'd be absolutely incredible. Great question. I love that question so much. Joe Kasperic comment saying, "Congratulations, brother, on 3K." Thanks, man. I appreciate that. You didn't watch the entry video. You're supposed to leave a comment. Alrighty. From Dom H1771. Hey, brother, congrats. Thank you, man. Repeat question you had already answered, but I think it's a fun topic. Question: what was your gateway drug knife? I have answered this in several videos, but it is a good question. I love this topic because it tells the story and journey into the taste that we have today and how we got into what we currently carry. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Although my gateway drug knives are not really similar to what I carry today. My gateway drug knives into like all like high quality knives, YouTube channel, all that. CRKT Fossil and Gerber Flat Iron. When I graduated high school, I decided I wanted to buy myself a couple of high quality knives, and so I went to the Big R in Alamosa, Colorado, and I bought the um, Fossil and the Flat Iron. I had my eye on them for a long, long time. Of course, the Fossil I bought because it's called the Fossil. I've always been a paleontology nerd, really, really into that. And that was my first knife with bearings, and that introduced me to a whole new kind of action. I'm like, wait, it flicks out and then it drops shut by itself. There's no spring. What witchcraft is this? And then the flat iron was just like, for a while there, cleavers were a fad. That was kind of my introduction to that. But yeah, those are my first two knives. I've told the stories of those knives many, many times. I still have both of them. My original flat iron was a tan G10 scale with a 7CR blade. I did get another flat iron later, but I used my flat iron to break into my college dorm my freshman year. used it as a screwdriver to take the screws out of the window pane, and then I used it as a pry bar to pop the frame out so I could get in there because I locked my keys in there. My roommate was out drunk, and I was not going to pay the whatever it was, $30, whatever, to get an RA to come let me in. Which, by the way, it was kind of scary how easy it was to break into college dorms. It's not very hard at all. So, yeah, great question. Great question. And yes, I have more videos on that if you want further information. Okay. Let's see here. Someone else commented without a question. Sorry. By the way, those comments, if they win in the drawing, no go. Congrats. If you had to choose to eat one, oh yeah, I remember this question. Terry R. Osler asked, congratulations. Thank you. If you had to choose to eat one crayon, what color would you pick? Okay. All right. I gave this one a lot of thought. A lot of thought. Okay. At first, I was going to say blue because that's my favorite color. But then I got to thinking about it and I was like, no, no, let's be honest. The red would be the most refreshing. It'd be like a red Gatorade, right? So I think the red crayon would be the superior flavor. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with red. I'm gonna have to go with red. Let me know what you guys think. Okay, let's look at some of these questions. The Pulsar is the original Tenacious upgrade. I did not know that. Interesting. I like the Pulsar. I briefly had a Pulsar a few years ago. Um, I I was about to say I gave it to my cousin, but I didn't. I lost it hiking. It got yanked out of my pocket by a bush or something. I remember that kind of sucked. Just got the Orion Cetus 14C for $25. Holy cow. Best price quality knife I've ever got, hands down. Second would be the Best Tech XL Slasher D2, $35 on Wayman. Yeah, that is a great deal. The Best Tech XL Slasher. Mwah. Beautiful knife. Love that knife. That is one of my most recommended knives ever now. That is a fantastic knife. Yeah, James Ruth agrees. Yeah, XL Slasher. That is an amazing knife. Amazing. Dave Goodrich says, my gateway knife is a Kershaw Skyline. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, Kershaw, I think, is a gateway for a lot of people. Kershaw's awesome. I've been thinking about getting one of the mini Skylines that Knife Center did a run of a while back, but never got around to it. Always wanted one of the original Skylines, but never got around to it. Kevin Smith and Knives says, what the hell? We're doing it live, man. Welcome. Weekend Warrior 1911. My gateway knives were the Spyderco Tenacious that my then girlfriend and now fiance got me along with the RKT Fossil. Hell yeah, man. Awesome. Greetings from Ohio. Hey, awesome. Good to see you, man. Greetings from New Mexico. Favorite current EDC knife? Right now, my favorite current EDC knife that I've been really digging, CGRB Feldspar with the Damascus blade. I feel like the Feldspar is being forgotten, guys. I released the review of that knife. It got no views. And then I released an overview of my whole CGRB collection. No views either. Guys, if you're sleeping on the Feldspar, do not. It's an amazing knife. This is the newest version. Steel scales, button lock with the Damascus blade. These will run you about $80, but they are incredible. If you wish the pyrite was a little bit bigger, this is the way to go. Absolutely love that knife so much. So much. Purple crayon, that was actually going to be one of my second choices. Favorite Ozark trail knife? Yeah, absolutely. The one that is the knockoff of a Hinderer knife. I think it's a knockoff of the Kershaw Ember. Love that knife. Had that one when I was a teenager for years and years and years. I skinned a buttload of rabbits and a coyote with it when I was a teenager. Love that knife. It's an awesome knife. Sharpened blade. Hey, welcome. Awesome. Hey, guys, I said at the beginning of the live, Sharpened Blade is an awesome YouTube channel. He's linked in the description of this video. Go check him out. He's really cool despite being Canadian, but we'll forgive him for that. Chase Wells says he's back. What's new? Um, Not much. I've probably caused a few more people to lose some more brain cells, but you know. Did you read Sharpen Blade's comment? He said, "I'm glad you didn't say your favorite was a CVV. Was a CVV." Yeah, me too. My social media hiatus has really um, leaked into a lot of things. We need to get the Civivi Backlash Facebook group going again. That was incredible. That was incredible. We need to start that up again. Although I will say Civivi has been releasing some cool knives lately. Not many, but a couple. I mean, the Civivi Vision FG, that is one of my favorite knives of all time now. It's really good, and I really hate saying that so much. It hurts my soul, but it is really freaking good. Da, 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 da. Thoughts on the mixer, baby? I have no idea what that is. No idea. Ozark Trail Leak knockoff. It's a good one. All right. The Leak is such a great design that if someone's going to knock it off, it's probably going to be good. Jeremy Nadro, he's back. He was driving. Hey, thanks for leaving while you were driving. Stay safe on the road. And welcome back to the shit show. Good to have you here. Hey, 23 viewer. I feel like that's close to our record for a live stream. Maybe. Yes. No. I can't remember. I don't keep track of these things. This is my fifth or fourth live stream ever. So we might have to do these more. We might have to do these more. Especially now that I live in a house and not an apartment. It's a little easier for me to do loud ass live streams. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it definitely didn't reach its full potential. It did not. So for those of you missing context, 24 viewers now. Awesome. Um, Sharpen Blade and I oh my gosh, dude, how long ago was that? Was that back in 2021 or 22? Anyways, Sharpen Blade and I collaborated and we made this Facebook group called the Civivi Backlash, spelled like backlash, not the snarky way that Civivi spelled it for their model. We were actual backlash, and basically we just started this group for people to just come together and shit on Civivi. And we need to get that going again because, yeah, a lot of the complaints we had about Civivi are still prevalent. They're still around. Good times. All right. Let's answer a couple more questions, and then we'll give away this last prize pack. And this is going really well. I'm having a blast, so we might keep this going after we give away the last package if you guys are interested. John Rost, awesome dude, longtime viewer, cool guy. Congrats! I remember when you accidentally did a face reveal while cutting up a cereal box. Yeah, that is a deep cut. He has been around forever. So for those of you that don't know, this might be surprising because my ugly mug is all over the channel now and all kinds of thumbnails and videos and stuff. That was never my intention. I was not ever going to show my face on YouTube. I wanted to be kind of like a Nick Shabazz type guy, right? I just wanted it to be my hands and stuff. But eventually, I got to feeling like I wanted to be more creative in my videos, and so I started what eventually evolved into the modern day review cutting section of the videos. But at first, it was just like me zoomed in on a cardboard box. It's just my hands cutting this cardboard. But during one video, I remember this was during the pandemic. I was living in this apartment by myself. It was awful, miserable. I would go months without speaking to anyone. I'd sometimes Skype my girlfriend, but we couldn't see each other all that often. We lived in different cities. It was miserable. And I'm filming a video one day, and I left something on the counter, and I went to go get it. And as I'm walking back, I realized that I was the camera was still up, and I was like, oh shoot, I just revealed my face. And I thought about editing it out, and I was like, screw it, whatever. That's a thing now. You guys know what I look like, so that's a thing now. And that was in the review of the QSP Hawk. Yeah, that's a deep cut. That was from my blue tabletop days. Yeah. Anyways, finishing his question. My question is, what are your plans after college? I'd love to learn more about the day-to-day work of a geologist who makes really cool knife content. Thank you, man. Grad school is a short answer. Long answer is depends on how long after college, right? So right now I'm, in that phase transitioning. to be a grad student, and it's yeah, there's a lot going on. So, grad school, I love education. I love working in museums, and that's something I want to keep doing. But I also love field work. I love mapping. I love collecting samples. Lab work is really really fun too. But yeah, I want to I want to do some more mapping projects and things. So yeah, very cool stuff. Okay, we're gonna read some of these chats here. I love your channel, brother. You're getting quality instead of quantity. Oh, thank you. We're all nice people instead of people just getting free shit. Awesome. And you know, that's the whole reason I started this channel is just to talk to people, right? Like, you know, I appreciate all the new subs. I appreciate the growing community. But at the end of the day, I would still be doing this if there was three of you guys, right? I have fun with this. This is my hobby. And so yeah, I just want to talk with other knife people. It's fun. But Sharp and Blade said it was pretty much just us shitting on them though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So we had a few members in that Facebook group. But yeah, mostly it was just me and Sharp and Blade posting things like, ew, this Civivi, bleh, disgusting. You should buy this knife instead. Which was awesome. It was like half serious, half trolling. It was just it's so good. It was so good. Um, James Ruth asked, "What's your spiciest Civivi hot take?" Ooh, I actually made a video about this years ago, and I think Civivi has kind of fixed it. But for a long time, people would say like, "Oh, Civivi is setting the standard for budget knife action." My spicy take was, no, they weren't. Civivi actions were very hit and miss. I had so many Civivis that didn't just have subpar action, but bad action. And it was so hit or miss. It was so spotty. Some of them would be great. Some of them would be dog shit. That was my spicy take, was that Civivi was not, they were not setting the standard for budget knife action. They really weren't. That was my spicy take. I said that in a lot of videos. A lot of people disagreed with me. Civivi's action nowadays is really good, and there's a few knives that they had. Like this is my favorite Civivi knife. This is a Statira. This has been discontinued for a long time. Best thing they ever made. Of course, it discontinued it. This has phenomenal action, but that's another one of my spicy Civivi takes. Civivi just vomits all these knife designs into the community, and I think their business model is just here, have some knives, bah bah bah, and then whatever doesn't sell good, they're like discontinued. And Civivi, slow down, release like 4 or 5 models a year, even that's high, and then stick with them, right? Stick with them, or but it's just so frustrating. And also, Civivi's discontinued some absolutely amazing knives. The riffle, I thought that was going to be an evergreen knife in their collection. That knife is so good, and it's gone now, and that makes me so mad because I recommended that knife to so many people. Um, Oh, the Kaiser baby. Oh yeah, the Kaiser baby. It's a fixed blade, very cool knife. I had one. I had one. I gifted it to an ex-girlfriend of mine as a birthday present. And so I never got to review it or anything. It was a cool knife, but she has it now and we don't speak anymore. So not sure I'm ever going to get that knife back. Which it's a good knife. I hope she gets a lot of use out of it. But yeah, I would love to give it another look. Chase says, sounds like my eyebrows are safe. Not yet, buddy. We got one more giveaway to go. Okay. So you better enjoy your eyebrows. I still have them. Sharpen Blade says, you should just admit your real plan, man. Making a time machine so you can go back and live with your caveman brethren. ah, so that's the other thing, too. You guys see in my channel description, Bonafide Caveman? That comes from Sharpen Blade, calling me a caveman. They say Canadians are nice. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. They are the most vile creatures. And by the way, I'm sure a lot of you guys are pretty new. Um, a while ago, as a joke, Sharpen Blade and I we made up that we had like a beef. It's because there's a lot of drama going on in the knife community, and we were like, let's make fun of that. And so we made these absolutely horrendous videos just saying the meanest things about each other. And it was really funny, but oh my goodness. Some people were like, in my DMs, in my comment section, like, "You're so mean. How dare you say all that stuff about Sharpen Blade? He's such a sweet guy." I'm like, "Hey, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's okay." It was pretty funny. Fantastic troll. It was amazing. Savini's business plan is throw enough shit and something will stick eventually. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're discontinuing the Synesys. Yes, I've been wanting to get a Synesys. When it was released, I was like, "That's really cool." I'm actually a big fan of steel frame locks, like budget frame locks. I like those. A lot of people don't. I do. I wanted to get that knife. I'm still probably going to, maybe. I mean, geez, if I can't get every knife I want to review, but the Synesys looks really cool. I love that Bowie blade. And yeah, it was around for what, like 7 months, and they discontinued it. So yeah, I don't like that at all. Sherman Lee says, "You and I know what he's up to." Yeah, yeah, the caveman thing. Har har har. And yeah, some people took that so some people did take that very seriously. Some people did. It was really funny. That's how you know it's a good troll. That's how you know it's a good troll. Okay. Okay. We've only got a few more questions left. Let's go through these. We'll do a giveaway, and then we'll keep talking about all kinds of weird stuff. This is from Radioactive Mosquito. Me and mosquitoes are not friends. If you guys saw today's video, I was getting ate alive by skeeters. Radioactive Mosquito, I'm sure you're a nice dude, but a little bit suspicious of you, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. If you ask me for a blood donation, I'm saying no. Big congrats for reaching the 3K milestone, mate. Oh, are you an Australian? Oh, well, actually, I'm not gonna tell us right now. Keep only one knife from your collection. Which knife would it be? Cold Steel SRK. If I could only keep one knife, it'd be the SRK, hands down. Hands down. Henry 4x4 says, "Congrats on 3,000 subscribers." Oh, dang it, man. He's a longtime viewer. If you're in here, dude, if you're in here, I thought I saw him earlier. If you're in here, dude, you're supposed to ask a question. Go ask a question. Oh, wow. We are not almost done. I thought we were. Okay, here's Dirty Dan's question again. Brian Kerr, 6476. Gideon, what is the most interesting geological find you have discovered? Okay, I remember this question. The most interesting geological find you have discovered? Okay, discovered and seen are different things because I've seen a lot of really neat things that I have not discovered. One of the more interesting things that I have seen is there's an area I had to map for my field camp, and it was absolutely blowing my mind. I could not wrap my mind around this area that I'm mapping. Nothing made sense. And the reason is because it was what's called an overturned anticline. And so an anticline is what happens when you have rock units are originally deposited horizontally, right? They're all horizontal. But then they can be deformed by tectonic activity. And so an anticline is what happens when you like squish things and they form kind of a rainbow almost. It's kind of this arch. And when something gets overturned, it means that there was something that happened that took that chunk of rock, that block, and like rotated it. And so what we were looking at here was basically there had been this anticline that had formed, and at some point, probably during the Laramide orogeny, these tectonic processes, these tectonic forces were moving through the area, and one of the units in this anticline had a lot of gypsum, and that gypsum acted like a lubricant. And so basically, all the layers just slid along that lube and folded over themselves. And so what you had, normally you have younger rocks on top, older rocks on the bottom. You had the older rocks on top and the younger rocks at the bottom. And not only did it just like flip, but of course you can't flip an entire like area of something. So there's this flip, but also like kind of this place where it leveled back out normal. It just really bizarre, super difficult to map and wrap your head around. It was just really, really interesting. The most interesting thing that I have discovered, huh? I discovered some fossils that are really, really interesting. But one of the things that I've discovered that's kind of interesting, I did make a discovery by myself, is with my mapping partner, and it's very complicated to explain. Maybe I won't try to explain it. It's been enough science for this video, but basically we're mapping these Proterozoic tectonic um, provinces. We were out mapping in the desert, and what we were discovering was the sequence of amphibolites, gneisses, and granites. And what we were kind of seeing was that some of these amphibolites could maybe have sedimentary rock protoliths, which is not normal. We also found this gneiss that had a lot of magnetite in it, which was really interesting. And the reason why it's so cool, and that's kind of like a discovery, is we were the first people out here mapping, and it was kind of validating some theories that we had that weren't like readily like accepted. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. It gets complicated. I probably spent way too much time on that question. But yeah. Okay, here's another question about how many knives I have. We answered that like an hour ago. So thank you for the question. Okay, we have a question here from James Ruth. Oh, and this one's a paragraph, so this should be cool. Okay, before we read that, let's look at chat. Probably won't lose any sleep if Savivi disappeared altogether. Yeah, yeah. Is there anything you've discovered you're not allowed to talk about by the government? Um, yeah. So yeah, very interesting question. I'm going to answer it and be kind of careful. So some of the research that I assisted with was mapping these Paleoproterozoic rocks in the San Andres Mountains here in southern New Mexico. And the mountain range is almost entirely within White Sands Missile Range, which, if you guys are not familiar with, is the largest military base in the United States. It's where the first atomic bomb was detonated. A lot of missile testing, aerospace engineering, all kinds of stuff happens there. And so to do this research, we had to get like really special permission. We had to go through all kinds of background checks and you know this, that, and the other. And I can talk about like the research really. There's nothing that we discovered that I can't like talk about, but there are a lot of things that we saw out at the missile range, a lot of things that well, obviously like you know, like codes and passwords and things like that. I really can't, I'm not allowed to talk about because Uncle Sam will have me disappeared. So yeah, really incredible stuff. Really interesting to be out there. Um, that was incredible. That was literally once in a lifetime. Not very many people are allowed to go out there to Wismar um, and do stuff that we did. But yeah, like the missile range, it's huge. Thousands of miles of just desert, untouched desert, and it's incredible. It's incredible. But yeah, so I can talk about the research, but I can't talk about like any of the things that we saw out there or things like that. So great question. Weekend Warrior says I got one in the Jade G10 with the satin blade. That's the Kaiser Baby. Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. I like the black one. That's what I got my ex girlfriend. Okay, John Drew says I didn't know you had that few members. I did before a bunch of you joined, and then before Illuminati just gave out a bunch of memberships, which is awesome. Welcome to the family, all members. Even if it wasn't part of the giveaway, I would join. I just feel like you deserve more. Thank you, man. So I had to join. Appreciate it. I found your vids relatively recently while searching for people talking about their experiences with the Austin Demco free reign. Just about everyone else either only showed off the Madden Cup version, which is fair. It is probably the better version, but I literally couldn't find it for sale to save my life. Yeah, I want to get one eventually. Or they're doing tabletop reviews, and that told me absolutely nothing about its viability as a work knife. You're practically the only person who showed off what the knife could actually do, and that was enough for me to pull the trigger on it. The fact that you actually do practical tests was enough to get me subscribed, and I hope your channel continues to grow because you're posting kind of content I think the community actually needs. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. No, we do not want to run ads for viewers. Skip that. Yeah, that's incredible. Thank you so much. If you guys have not seen my Dimco free reign testing, yeah, it's split into two videos. Both of them are almost an hour long. That was a bitch to try and edit. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, editing those videos was just ridiculous. I'm so glad that people enjoyed it because yeah, I did take the Dimco free reign and I did beat the snot out of it. I did push it to its limit. Answer my question: as a paleontologist, Not yet, working on it. Geologist, not paleontologist yet. What is your favorite moment from your profession? Like, is there something you were a part of that you found particularly exciting, meaningful, or simply stuck with you for some reason? That kind of thing. Yeah, so many things. A lot of it is just like just meeting people, um, and like and talking to kids. I really enjoy talking to kids, giving tours at the museum because I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to be a paleontologist since I was real little. I remember teachers and adults telling me, "Oh, they already found all the dinosaurs. There's no jobs in paleontology," and that's not true. Both of those are outright lies. And so when I'm like giving tours to kids and stuff, and I'm walking through the museum, I get so many kids, ages 6 to 17, who just look at me with wide eyes and they're like, "Wow, I love mountains. I love minerals. I love fossils. Something like this." And I never knew I could have a career with that. And so I love inspiring people like that. But I love meeting different people. I was actually going to tell this story earlier, but I guess I'll tell it now. Earlier this week, at the museum, the head of the biodiversity and geosciences department at the Queensland Museum in Australia was in my museum, and him and I had a great talk. Awesome dude. And some of you might know, I talked about it on a couple of videos and members posts. I was recently working on identifying a Nothosaurus specimen, identifying what species it was. And through talking with this guy from Queensland, he just so happened to mention that one of his good friends is like Australia's foremost expert on Triassic marine reptiles, which Nothosaurus is. And so I'm getting in contact with him, sending him all my notes, my conclusions, and going to have him double check my work. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but good to have like an expert double check my work. So yeah, just making connections, talking about people, nerding out about stuff like that. It's awesome. I really love it. And there's so many times where I've been like out mapping, and I stop and I'm on top of a ridge and I look out and it's just beautiful. And I just think to myself, man, how lucky am I that like this is my job. Like I get to be out camping and hiking and stuff for a job. It's incredible. It's incredible. And speaking of that, the next question here is from Alexis Salmarone. He's a really good friend of mine. I was his research partner out there at Wismer. Great guy. Absolutely fantastic. Super smart guy. Good friend. Good to hear from you, man. We need to hang out sometime. Ba, 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 ba. White Sands Missile Base. Yep. White Sands Missile Range. My favorite cryptid. In New Mexico, we've got a lot of cryptids, and I'm not sure if I would call any my favorite, but I'm not going to say which ones I think are the most interesting because it's uh it's it's bad luck to say their names out loud. I'm not particularly superstitious, but I have a good friend, a couple of good friends, but one of them in particular who's Native American, and he yeah, he's very sensitive about when you talk about certain monsters and stuff. And one time I was teasing him, and I mentioned a certain monster, and he chewed my ass out. But uh, yeah, so Mexico's got a lot of really cool cryptids, a lot of really cool stuff. Ba, 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 ba. You put that knife to the ringer and really show what it could do. Yeah, I tried my hardest. Tried my hardest. Oh, hey, John Ross, stopping in before bed. Yeah, absolutely, man. We just read your question a little bit ago. Fantastic question. Thank you so much for asking. Okay, we're going to try and blast through the rest of these and then give a knife away. Congratulations on 3,000 subscribers. I've been sub since a couple hundred, I believe. It's been fun, Gideon. Question: what's your grail knife? This is from Alan Springer, by the way. My grail knife. Yeah, my grail knife. I'm just going to come back to it. A custom Demco 8015, or a 5 Max. That'd be cool too. But yeah, that's got to be my grail. Or a Hinderer Jurassic for obvious reasons. And I realized I forgot to heart his comment. There we go, bud. Ian Michael, congratulations on 3,000. What is your favorite dino or dino knife? Great question. My favorite dinosaur, it's hard to say. I really like ceratopsians. Those are like triceratops, the horned dinosaurs. Uh, one of my favorites is from New Mexico, Zia ceratops. It is one of the earliest ceratopsians in North America. Really, really cool little dinosaur. Kind of looks like a miniature Triceratops. Um, but I really got a soft spot for Diabloceratops. There's actually a new Ceratopsian named just recently called Lokiceratops, which is kind of cool. My favorite dino knife. Okay, there are some knives that are dino themed. Hinder Jurassic, even though I never held one, that might be my favorite. There's a knife I've been seeing on Amazon called the Tyrannosaurus Rex. It looks absolutely hideous. It's like a knockoff of a Cold Steel Spada, but I want to get it and review it because it's goofy. But yeah, great question. Jaco388 says, congratulations on 3K subs. What's your favorite blade shape? My favorite aesthetically is a buoy. My favorite when it comes to utility is either a straight clip point or a drop point. Okay, we're gonna look at these. Good luck to all. Do you believe in Bigfoot or UFOs? Um, I don't necessarily believe in the um cryptids themselves. I do believe that people have seen things that they can't explain. Um, obviously, but uh, yeah, as a it's very interesting. I'm not a superstitious person. I'm a scientist, right? You know, I try to think about all this stuff very logically. I think that there's an explanation for most things. If there's not explanation for something, life seems kind of pointless, right? You need to find an explanation for something. So Weekend Warrior, yes, that is the one that my friend does not like me saying. When I was teasing him about it, we were camping, and oh, okay, I might have to tell that story. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I don't believe in a whole lot of cryptids at face value. But growing up in New Mexico, you know, there's a lot of mysticism, there's a lot of superstition. And like I remember going over to my friends' houses to play, and you know, their abuelas, their nanas telling us, you know, we're sitting down, they're like, you know, don't go down to the arroyo, La Llorona will get you, she will drag you down, and we'll never see you again. And for me, it's like, do I necessarily believe that? I don't know, but better safe than sorry, right? I remember being told by my great grandpa, by a bunch of people in my area, you know, never ever shoot an owl. If you accidentally kill an owl, like you hit with your car, you get out and you give it a really proper burial, and you know you do all this stuff because you know owls could be like brujas or curanderas, and you either you know you didn't want to get like cursed or you didn't want to you know kill a force of good. So you know, I grew up with a lot of that. Do I necessarily believe? And of course, Catholicism is huge. So, like, I remember, you know, demons being like cast out, exorcisms and stuff being like happening in my area. Do I necessarily believe in all of that? I don't know, but better safe than sorry, right? Better safe than sorry. As for the story of that thing, you know what? Let's give a knife away, and then we'll tell some stories because we might be here for a while. So let's go give this last prize package away, and then we will tell some ghost stories. All right. So next prize, our grand prize, you're going to be getting the Tuya Cebu. This is an incredible knife. This one was also sent in. Yes, I know my battery's running low. Shut up. This is an incredible knife sent in by Old Tonto Guy. Absolutely amazing action. Absolutely incredible action. Fantastic action. Um, and a Civivi Elementum, but not just any Elementum. This is the original Gideon stuff, Civivi Elementum that I use for a size comparison knife in all of the, well, in all my videos up until a couple months ago. So yeah, there you go. This is a real piece of Gideon stuff channel history. So I think whoever wins this prize appreciates it. All right. Shall we do this, ladies and gentlemen? Shall we do this? Let's do it. Let's get our new link in. In case we got anyone who entered recently. Okay. Okay. There we go. No, I don't want to pay premium. Shut up. I'm not going to subscribe to your comment picking nonsense. Okay. Here you go. The winner is Brian Kerr, what is the most interesting geological find you have discovered? Awesome, great question. Thank you so much, Brian. Email me, GideonStuff711, no spaces, all lowercase, two S's, at gmail.com. My email is in the thumbnail of this video if you want to get a better look at that. You have won two really cool knives. Send me an email. I will make you verify you are who you say you are, and I will get those sent out to you. And with that, that is the giveaway concluded. I guess Chase Wells lucked out. He's not going to have to shave his eyebrows. I am really, really sad about that. I really wanted to post a picture of him with no eyebrows on my community tab, but we've all been robbed of that delight. So again, congratulations to Brian. Okay. Space Ghost says, why is it we can go to places like North Dakota and dig up a million of years old dinosaur, but can't find a Bigfoot, pre-Clovis artifact, or aliens? That's why I don't necessarily believe in those things. Yeah, exactly. The thing with Bigfoot, especially in North America, is primate evolution is primarily an old world thing, right? There were some very primitive, like lemur type primates in North America around the Miocene, but I think, or distantly related, I think it was Miocene, could have been Eocene. But yeah, a lot of that happened, in Africa and things like that. So for an ape to have gotten to the Americas, um, yeah, there's a little bit of a discontinuity there. Yeah, we can find. We're good at finding things, right? There's been people reportedly, sending Bigfoot hair and meat samples in for evaluation, and it always turns out to be like mountain goat or elk or something like that. So it's hard. Uh, yeah, that's what I was getting at. Yeah. So the scientist in me, of course, I want to see the evidence, right? I want to see the evidence. I don't think we have evidence for things like that. I do believe, like, if like I have people who tell me, I know a lot of people in my personal life who swear that they've seen Bigfoot, who swear they've seen these UFOs and everything, and I believe them. I think that they've seen these things, right? But uh, you know, I haven't seen any evidence for that. I don't doubt that they saw something weird. That just probably wasn't a Bigfoot, right? I agree with your assessment of Gerber. There's dinosaurs found in every state, I believe, even Arkansas, where I live. Um, most states, Hawaii, no dinosaurs. Um, there are some states where the remains are very fragmentary, like a bone here or there. There's a couple states, like on the East Coast, I think it's Connecticut, doesn't have any bones, but they do have some tracks, or maybe it's I can't remember. It might be something else. Florida also, I don't think has any dinosaur bones because Florida is a very recent addition to North America. Um, but yeah, there's dinosaur bones all over the place. Um, yeah, Arkansas definitely. I think Arkansas does have some. I'm trying to think. I think there's a hadrosaur known from Arkansas, but congrats everyone, congrats. Yeah, Chase, your eyebrows are safe. I think Missouri just found a whole bunch of T Rexes during the pandemic. No, I don't think so. I've never heard of T Rex fossils being found um, too far that far east. See, during the Cretaceous, North America was actually split in two by this what's called the Western Interior Seaway, and so you had Appalachia on one side, and you had this Laurasia, or that's not the name for it. I can't. What's the word I'm looking for? I can't remember. But anyways, you had these two different land masses, and most of like T Rex, Triceratops, a lot of those things lived on the western shores. They were probably on the eastern side, but the rocks just haven't been preserved that well. Um, mm, in Michigan, is there any here? Well, I'll tell you what there is in Michigan: Petoskey stones, which are a type of fossilized coral, and they're very valued by collectors. They get polished up. We've got a couple in our museum, and yeah, they're pretty cool. Well, good night, y'all. Love from Florida. Get in. Hey, thank you, man. Congrats to all the winners. Yeah, absolutely. Have a great one. Okay, I'm gonna tell the story. this is a really interesting story. So it actually happened last summer while we were doing field camp. And so we're up in Jemez. We're in the Jemez area, New Mexico, and we're setting up a camp. And me and my native friend, his name is Thomas, um, and my other buddy Jesse. We were out in the woods, like picking up some firewood and stuff to start a fire, and we come across this area where there was these tents. There's two or three tents. Okay, yeah, goodbye. My computer died. I don't think we answered all the questions. I might go grab a charger cable and fix that here in a second. But um, there's these two or three tents that were absolutely trashed. And laying all around on the forest floor, there was two bikes. There was a bunch of clothes and sleeping bags that were ripped up. And there was these boxes and backpacks that were had their contents spilled. And the contents were jewelry, power tools, and a bunch of cell phones, including a lot of old school flip phones. So, really sketchy thing, right? And we're going through, and I'm not scared of much. I'm pretty adventurous. And so Thomas and Jesse are kind of hanging back, but I'm out here like looking around like, oh my gosh, what the heck is this? There's a stench coming from the area, and there's something wrapped up in a sleeping bag in one of the tents. I'm like, that is gross. That could be something interesting. Anyways, Thomas just like, hey, get in, let's get out of here. I'm like, yeah, I agree. We need to, like probably let someone know about this. To me, it looked like it was like, maybe with like all the phones around. I thought burner phones. Someone was maybe up to something they shouldn't have been up to out here. And so we head back to camp. And as we're going back to camp, I'm teasing Thomas. I'm like, ooh, they're gonna get us. Well, they're gonna get us. And I said, it was gonna be, skinwalkers, right? Which again, in New Mexico, especially with your, with your native friends, you don't want to really bring that up. You don't want to joke about that. And I'm just kind of teasing him. And yeah, he got very mad at me. I felt bad. Yeah, he was really really angry. Funny story though, what we found out later. So we told some people. We got the report and everything. There was cops in the area for a while. After field camp, what we found out was that there had actually been a couple of murders that had occurred in those woods, and yeah, that campsite that we found was linked to those. So yeah, it was kind of a kind of a an interesting little turn of events, but yeah. Space Ghost says I was wrong. Is 2021 the Parasaurus Missouriensis was found in Missouri? Interesting, Parasaurus. Yeah, I haven't heard that one. I'll have to look that up. Very cool. Brian Kerr says, "What's up, everyone?" Sorry, I'm like, hey, Brian, you actually just won something. You won the last prize. You won these two knives. So, hey, absolutely. Shoot me an email. My email's in the thumbnail of this video. I'll make you prove that you are who you say you are, and we will go from there. A good start to proving that you are who you say you are. Um, take a screenshot of you watching this live right now and send me that, and then I'm gonna make you do a couple other things too. But yeah, congratulations, awesome, and I answered your question. It was a great question. Really enjoyed answering it. Thank you so much. If Bigfoot was real, he'd carry Cold Steel. If Bigfoot was real, I'd want to have Cold Steel to fight him. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, congratulations, Brian. You won something. That's awesome. Yeah, good to see you in the chat. I'm gonna say something right now. I do have a sinking suspicion that we might have to re-give away some of these prizes. Every single giveaway I have ever done, we've had to do redraws. There's been at least one person who hasn't come forward to claim a prize. I might in the future, moving forward with giveaways, we might do like you have to be in the stream. I don't really like doing that because Uh, it's a little bit. I feel like we'd have to keep drawing again and again and again, but that might be the way to go. Just to make sure we get all the stuff given away the first time, which would be really really nice. It would be very good to get everything given away first time, but yeah. So if this stuff, if there are prizes that remain unclaimed, we will do another giveaway live stream. Everyone has like a week. Everyone has a week to come forward and claim their contacts. So or contacts, claim their prizes. They have a week to contact me to claim their prize, is what I was trying to say. Those are the words that I needed to use. But yeah, so if that, yeah, Brian, I hope that you would claim yours. If you were the ones that didn't claim your prize, be a little bit weird. Be a little bit weird, but yeah, I appreciate it. Um, awesome, awesome. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm going to go and grab a charger, plug in this computer, and see if we missed any comments I might want to uh, get back to. So talk amongst yourselves. This is going to be like the Metal Complex bathroom break, except probably not as quick because I wash my hands. Just kidding. I'm already back. I just had to run and grab a charger from the other room. Take that out right now. And there we go. Good deal. Good deal. And I brought a prop back with me. Get that plugged in. With the question about what's my favorite dinosaur, one of my favorite dinosaurs is actually Coelophysis, which is the New Mexico State fossil. A bunch of these have been found here up in Ghost Ranch near Abiquiu. And the other day, I drew a picture of one for the museum exhibit I'm putting together, and it's actually one of the best Coelophysises I've ever drawn. So there you guys can see that. I think it's really good. I'm really proud of it. I think it's going to look great in the museum exhibit. I need to get it all prepared for that. But okay, let's see. Let's see what I missed out on. It might be convoluted, but you could always draw like 2 or 3 people per prize, and just have the second, third, etc. people be the runoff if the primary winner doesn't come forward. That and that does seem a little bit convoluted. That would I think that would get complicated. That'd get pretty complicated. Oh, and that reminds me, snap, something I haven't been doing is writing down who the winners were, but luckily I can go back through and see who the winners are. Oh, thank you, computer, for ding-a-linging at me. Congratulations, man, 3K. Looking forward to 30K. 30K. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Have a good storm-free evening. It might be storm-free. I see there's a couple of gray clouds in the sky. Hopefully, it clears out sometime in the night. A couple of people talking about. Did you guys hear that? Like gunshots a couple blocks over. Okay. Welcome to New Mexico. Um, that's weird. Okay. Hey, Alan, you have a good one. Have a great evening. Uh, Come on the ferry. Okay, okay. Oh, Michigan. Talk about Michigan. Cool, cool, awesome. I've never been up there. Got a lot of friends from Michigan. One of my friends in the department, in fact, 2 people I know in the department are from Michigan. They make good people up there. Yeah, Sharp and Blade call the cops. If something happens to me, don't let Sharp and Blade call the cops. He's all the way in Canada. Goodness gracious. Who's closest to me in New Mexico? In fact, yeah, I think Sharp and Blade's probably the furthest away. I'm almost in Mexico. I'm so far south in New Mexico. I'm almost in Mexico. I was actually in Mexico a couple days ago, actually. Okay, we answered that question. Answered that question. Oh, we did not answer B for Baron's question. He's he's been in here right now, so we got to answer his question. He says, "Congratulations on 3,000 subs. What's the rarest thing you've found?" That's a tough question. That's a tough question because huh. Rarity is hard to gauge. Like for example, one thing that is very rare are like peridotite. It's a mantle-derived intrusive igneous rock, and they're very rare because they come from the mantle. They're chunks of the mantle, so it's very hard to get them to the surface. And when they do get to the surface, they're not stable, so they decay rapidly. So, within a few thousands to, a couple million years, they're gone. But down here in New Mexico, in fact, just a little ways away from me, there's this place called Kilburn Hole where there's a bunch of it. There was this huge explosion that brought some of that stuff up. So I found some of that. It's kind of rare, but not for this area. I found a lot of blue fluorite. Um, again, like if you know where to go, you can find it. Um, I found some dinosaur bones. Um, it's hard to gauge what the rarest thing I found is. It really is. What's my favorite Spyderco knife? Probably the PM2. Oh, Bluminati's question. My question is, oh, and he was the first person to comment, by the way. With all the knife content creators we have, do you search for entertainment value or more knowledge base? Honestly, entertainment. Like as a creator myself, if I'm going to be watching, like I don't like to watch reviews of knives that I'm going to review because I want to like stay bias free. So I like to watch entertaining knife videos. Um, and I try and keep my stuff somewhat entertaining because I feel like a lot of knife YouTube is becoming very homogenous recently. Yeah. Which is better? This is from Kelly O'Neill. Which is better, Finch or Jack Wolf? I have never owned either, unfortunately, so I can't comment on that. From Max Gortmaker, 3K, love to see the channel grow. What's your answer to the Knife Center question regarding the name of the generic version of the compression lock now the patents ran out? Man, we're getting some good questions right now at the end of this. They're calling it a top liner lock, like Vossi and stuff. I hate that name. I really, really hate that name. Something that David C. Anderson suggested was like the competition lock or the competitor lock. I actually think that's kind of a good idea. Um, I don't know. Compression lock is just such a good name. That's a really good question. Oh, and here's Chase Wells' question. He says, "I'm genuinely surprised you don't have more followers. You may have very good content. It's kind of crazy." Well, thank you. Anyway, do you know why the pocket knife crossed the road? And he actually answered this one for us. He says, "I got the answer for you. It's because he forgot to put his pocket clip on." I've heard worse. I've heard worse. I'm not gonna lie. From Knives Are Life, congratulations on 3K. Very cool. Do you like hawkbill blade shapes? For certain applications, yeah. All-time favorite EDC knife, 80 20 point 80 15. Where do you see the channel heading? Into a wall, probably. I mean, you guys know what I'm like. Do you like traditional pocket knives? Yes. What's your favorite knife brand? We answered that one. Do you have a favorite knife locking mechanism? Scorpion lock. I think it's really cool. What blade steel is your favorite? S35 VN. Gonzalez says, "Will we be seeing any more of your doppelgangers?" For those of you that missed my April Fool's video, I thought that was a really fun video. I threw it together in literally a day. Not bad. Um, yes, we will be seeing more of me playing other characters on this channel. And I think that's the last question. So yeah. By the way, whenever I do my skip videos take a lot of work. But man, they're so much fun to do. I just gotta make sure I've got the time to do them. All right. Let's see. Oh, Bluminati's gone. Hey, have a good one, man. I missed you. Thank you for coming and sticking in. Thank you for giving out all the memberships. That was really cool of you. Really appreciate that. Ba, 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 ba. Same situation here. Giant Pride Parade just happened, so the bar district is going to be super noisy. Oh yeah, so yeah, I think you guys are talking about like dispensaries. earlier. So I lived like my family's place is really close to the Colorado border, and so before New Mexico legalized weed, the road going past the ranch to Colorado was always popping on the weekends. People had to go and get their, see the dispensaries. And now we've got them here in New Mexico, so slowed down the traffic quite a bit. Although I hear in Las Cruces they popped up like all over the place, and they're slowly starting to kind of outcompete each other. So you're seeing the best of the best take the reins, which has been kind of interesting to see. And also one of our new did he win the mayoral? I think he did win the wait. Anyways, one of our like candidates for mayor or something was instituting like new rules to treat dispensaries like liquor stores. Like they can't be built within a certain distance of schools or some other buildings or something like that. I don't care much for city politics and things like that, so you know, have at it, I guess. But yeah, very very interesting. You know, I don't know if we had any pride parades in Las Cruces yet. Not that I've seen, but I spend most of my time in the mountains, so I didn't know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for coming to the live. This was a lot of fun. We get a little bit unhinged on the lives. I might have to start doing this more often. Whether or not we give knives away and stuff. It's always good to sit down, talk with you guys, chat things up for a little bit. Been doing this for 2 hours. It's pretty impressive. Um, yeah, really had a lot of fun. My biggest thing with like streaming and stuff is I don't want to like step on anyone else's toes. Not that I don't know necessarily be dragging a huge audience away from the other knife tubers, but I want you guys to be able to enjoy like all the other guys and stuff too. So have you ever found any gold? Yes, yes, I have. I have found gold before. Not any economical amounts, but I found like some little tiny quartz veins or gold veins and some quartz. And whenever I'm preparing like mineral samples for dating, when we're like crushing the rock and extracting zircons and stuff, a lot of the waste, the waste elements, we call them the heavies. You got things like gold and stuff, and they're very, very like microscopic bits, but yeah, you get stuff like that. What's the camping weather like in October? Oh, that's for beefer. I'll tell you though, camping weather in New Mexico in October, depending on where you're at. Down south, pretty fantastic. Up north, not great. You'll get cold, you'll get snowed on, but down here, pretty fantastic, pretty awesome. So, which something that I want to do eventually, and this is something I did a lot when I was younger. I haven't done this on camera yet, but I want to do like film a camping trip where I go and build a shelter, like build a fire, test a knife like that. I can't believe I haven't done a video like that. I think the reason being is because it would just take so long to film it, edit it, do all that stuff. But if you guys are interested, like I would love to do a video like that. I love building shelters. Love building shelters. For a long time, whenever I'd go camping, I wouldn't sleep in a tent. I build my own shelter. Nowadays, when I go camping, I also very rarely sleep in a tent. I just like to sleep under the stars unless it looks like it's going to rain. But yeah, I just like throwing my sleeping bag, a pad on the ground, crawling in there. But yeah, camping weather in southern New Mexico in October is amazing. It's too humid to camp around here. I wake up very damp every time. Yeah, that is something I will say today was pretty humid. We had all this rain, but it was also 102 degrees all day. So, but that's that most of the time it's pretty dry. Pretty dry. Dom H. If you're talking about missing the giveaways, we did already give away all the stuff. Um, you didn't win anything. We did answer your question. Thank you for the question. Right now, we're just kind of shooting the shit. Probably going to shut this thing down here in a couple of minutes. Um, but glad to have you here. Very happy that you made it. But yeah, we did give stuff away. Um, yeah, 50 and 65 all month. That is great camping weather. That is great camping weather. Fantastic. Snow on Halloween. That's how. That's how I. We always knew, like growing up. That's how we always knew it was starting to be Halloween. Snowed every single time. Trick or treating sucked. I need to go and do get some camping done with the fire. Um, I've been camping a couple times this month. Haven't had a fire. Well, actually, I did have a fire one time. That was when we were is up around Socorro. But fire restrictions, like I was gonna go camping in the Sacramentos, and then Ruidoso caught on fire, so not going to be doing much camping up there at all. Not at all. Halloween, 86 degrees. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. Jesus Space Ghost. I know that's it's I know that's not how it was, but the Jesus Space Ghost thing that did make me laugh. Yeah, 86 degrees for Halloween. That's pretty nice weather. That's pretty nice weather. Alrighty, guys. Unless there's anything else that anyone wants to talk about, I think we're going to go ahead and call this good. This was a really fun live. We talked about a little bit of everything, and yeah, had a lot of fun. Hope maybe I'll start doing streams more often. I'm not sure if I'll do it this time or another time. Um, I have to work that out, but I really do enjoy doing these streams. I don't do them nearly enough. I really only do them for giveaways, but we need to do more of this because it's so much fun to come and hang out with people. It is so much fun. So thank you all for showing up. I think our high today, the highest I saw was 26, I believe. So might be a new record. Maybe. I think our last record was like 24, 25. Could be wrong. Might have to go back through and double check. But thank you guys all for coming. Have a good one, Tom, Todd Carr, everyone else. Stay safe. Have a great weekend, and I will see you in the next video that you watch that has me in it. Have a good one, guys. Again, thank you for coming. Adios.